Now it's on.
Okay.
All right, so I ended the last episode talking about heritage auctions. So again, I think I mentioned in a previous episode that the other Greg Pavick in the world kind of told me, have you checked out heritage auctions before?
Thanks a lot.
Yes. So I think I get better deals on heritage auctions than I do on eBay. Especially, they're only like water graded games. They're not just sealed games or anything. So, and I feel like I got some good deals. Now, last week, like not this Tuesday, but last Tuesday, the first time I ever bid on anything with heritage auctions. I only bid on 8 games, and I won 7 of them. And I thought all of those were better deals than I would have bought on eBay. And I bought every good deal on eBay there is. But anything that was a decent deal, I bought it up. There's nothing left. But so I bought 7 of the 8 that I bid on. So this week though, not as good of a run. There was like 15 or 16 Nintendo games, and I was going to bid on a bunch of them.
The games we actually needed?
Yes. I think every single one of them we needed. There might have been one that I think we bought. One that I bought. Well, okay. So, in all fairness, some of the ones that I lost, I was bidding low because I knew we had. Like one of them was Kung Fu Heroes. We have a 6.5, so we have a low-rated one, and they had like a 9.2. So I'm like, well, I'll bid on it to get rid of this one, replace it with a 9.2. But I'm not going to bid so high. Like I think I can't remember what I bid. I think I was going to bid like $400, and it sold for like $750. So I wasn't very close on that one. And there was a couple other ones, but I ended up like the first game lost, second game lost, third game lost, fourth game lost. And again, last week I won 7 on 8. So I'm like, did everybody come out? Now I did think, so there was a Super Mario Brothers 2 sealed, and I was telling a guy at work, I said, I think I'm gonna have a tougher time this week because a bunch of real buyers are gonna be on there. If you get a sealed Super Mario Brothers 2, like people are gonna be there watching the auctions, and they're like, what the heck?
Because they tell you what's on there, right?
Yeah, you know what's gonna be on there. You know ahead of time.
So you
and
can
like the
look
week
up
before,
prices and
yeah, the
have
week
it
before,
feel.
like the best game was like Friday the 13th, which is not, that game sealed is all over the place. For some reason it keeps selling for like $1,500 or $1,200 in a really good condition. I think somebody had a box that was sealed, or 2 boxes, and they're just cashing it in now. Like they got them all water graded, they're all 9.4s, and they're just making a bunch of money and selling each one for $1,200 to $1,500.
Smart.
So I think I lost the first 6 or 7 in a row that I bid on. And I bid on all of these. And a couple of them we did not have. Again, the ones that we had, I bid low just to replace with higher scores, and I was a little conservative, so I kind of expected to lose them. But then I was kind of having a bloodbath. And I lost a handful of them. I lost by 1 bid. That's kind of the theme. Like I'm losing these auctions by 1 bid. Another one today. I bid on 2 auctions today on eBay. One of them I lost by 1 bid, and it wasn't even like a full bid. I bid $227.77, which is always kind of my thing, and it ended up selling for like $229. So that's not a full increment, which means he really did bid $229. Because if it showed it outbidding me by like $3 exactly, that means that he might have bid $280. It's just going to show, it's going to be a 1 bid above whatever the second place bidder was. So that truly, if I had bid 200, if I had bid 230, I would have won that game. Now I already had that game, so I wasn't too worried, and I bid lower than I would have bid. And it was a 75 VGA, so I wasn't ultra excited. Kind of good that I lost it. But so anyway, so then I started winning though on this heritage auctions. So then I started winning, and I got some really good deals. Like I was going to bid on this one game beforehand. I do my research and I list all the games, and I say, here's what I'm going to bid to, and I try to stick to it. I'll tell you the one that I didn't, and we won it. I was kind of hoping we didn't after I placed the bid. I was like, somebody outbid me, please. I just got excited. It cost us $1,260.
Saw you coming a mile away.
They really did. Oh my gosh, they did. That's exactly why the heritage auction is what it is, because of guys, suckers like me, who just get too excited. But so I started winning these games.
Because you weren't winning the other ones.
I know, but
that's
then
why
I did
you're
win.
like, I got. Like mentally, people are like, I gotta win something, and they just keep putting down more money.
I already won 2, and I won them for like $230 each. And one of them, like I had
so much for saving money that week.
I know, I had done my homework. Though, and one of them I was going to bid like $450, which happened today. I won a game today. I said I bid on 2 today on eBay. One of them I bid was $507, and I won it for like $230. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And the crappy game I lost right before it for $227. I think I put $227 or something. Oh no, I put the $500 and something. But I couldn't believe that I won the one that was a really rare game that was a higher rated and lost the crappier game that I already had that was a lower rated. So I'm super. That might be one of the best like eBay auction deals that we won. I don't know if everybody's sleeping this afternoon or whatever, but I was the only person bidding on it. But so anyway, I won 2 and then I lost 2, and I bid on that Super Mario Brothers 2, by the way. I bid like $2,000. I bid $2,000. It was a 5.5 watt graded, and it sold for like $3,500. Again, I wasn't even close. Like I was about half of what it actually sold for. And I thought, I did my research and I looked on eBay and I thought a 5.5 is probably selling for $3,000 to $3,500 on eBay. So if I buy it for 2, I pay $1,000 at the worst case. If I just resell the thing, I'm up $1,000. So anyway, I lost that one. But then it was The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. And I told myself I wasn't going to bid on it before the auction started. Like I did my research, I'm like, it's too high already because you can pre-bid on these things. And it was already at $1,000. And I'm like, no, not going to bid on it. And I did see one though on eBay that had recently sold, and somebody paid $1,300 for a sealed copy of it. Okay, they paid $1,300. It's a legitimate price. But I was like, no, and it's a Simpsons theme. You know, everybody loves the Simpsons. Now, we didn't actually get the first box from this Heritage. I hope they're legit. I know they're legit, but I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't get that, because today is a Thursday night, and that was last Tuesday, and I paid on Wednesday morning. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get that box yet. I didn't get like a shipping notice.
Probably message them.
No,
say,
I mean, there's nobody would ever buy from them again if they didn't get it. So it's legit as it comes. But anyway, so the Bart versus the Space Mutants came up, and it was at like $1,200 when it started, and no one else had bid, and I was like, I just got excited, so I clicked the button, and it was up to like $1,260, and then I was like, and I kind of had this like sinking feeling, like, ooh, it's an 8.5. I probably didn't research this enough before I bid. And I was kind of like crossing my fingers, and I was like, somebody bid me, I'll bid me, I'll bid me, I'm not bidding anymore, I'll bid me. And then it ended, and I was the winner. So I had to pay for that game.
So you spent
$1,260 plus tax and shipping. So it was like 13.
So
it's like $1,400.
There were 2 games like that.
No, only one on Heritage Auction.
Okay.
So we have four games that are over $1,000 so far. And then we had our duck hunt, which was like.
You really think Heritage Auctions is a good idea?
So that was the only one. That was the only one that was anywhere near that price. The other 5, but actually, you know, so I kind of talked myself back into being okay with it, because I had my prices. I had my prices that I was willing to pay for each of all 5 of the other games. I was very far under. There was I won't even say what game, but it was WWF. It was a WWF game. It was a wrestling game.
Justify it.
It was a WWF game, and I was going to bid like $450. I won it for $260. Another game I was going to bid $400. I won it for like $230. Like I was way under. So then I was like, you know, if you average it out though, like yes, if somebody had offered me that bulk, so I won 6 games. I won 6. I bid on like 15. I won 6 of them, but one of them, again, there was a couple good ones that I won. And some of the ones I lost, half the ones I lost, I wasn't really thinking I was going to win. Okay, let's pound through these things. Pound through it. I don't think, did I have you play this game yet?
I don't know. Metal Mech?
Yes. I actually watched you play this game. You played it for real quick.
Yeah.
It was not a good game. I think it was like we were shooting the guys and they would like freeze. Remember, they wouldn't die. Like it was just like they'd freeze.
I'm like, okay.
And then a couple seconds later, they'd come unfrozen. And you'd have to just run, and you're like, well, and I thought you had to shoot them more times. So this one, I paid a this is probably one of the most expensive sealed games that I bought on eBay. So I bid on one, I did not win it, and then a guy listed a few days later, he listed one. I think he listed this for $500. The one I lost was not as good condition, and I think I bid like $350. So I ended up buying this one for, I don't know if I paid $380 or $400. I paid a lot, but look at the condition of that thing.
Yeah.
Tell me anything wrong with that thing.
Yeah,
That's a 9 point. That's like a 9.4. If any sealed game we have is a 9.4, it's impossible to see in the camera here. But this thing is a beauty, and I could tell by the listing. And he said it was near mint. So I would rather have paid $400 for this than the $360 that I lost, or $350 I paid. I think it sold for $360. The one that ended like a week earlier. Not a common game. There's not a lot of these coming across eBay. So again, probably one we shouldn't be holding with our hands. We should have had gloves. There is, by the way, a guy that lists games, and he wears a black robe and white gloves, and they only show it from here. It's super weird, but he holds the game. He holds the game like that, and he lists it with his black robe. And I can't remember what their name is, but anyway, kind of
weirdos. Is it Max?
Max. This is another one. This is another one that I had a lot of haggling on. A couple copies of this were on eBay. I don't think this is as expensive of a game. Like I've seen a lot of them. I bought this a while ago. This took a while to get here. Real good condition. This again, I'm thinking this is a 9er. I mean, tell me anything wrong with this game. You know?
A little weird.
Oh, a little bend. Okay, a little crease. Maybe it's an 8.5. Maybe it's 8.5. Maybe I just kind of bend that in and hold it for like a day, just like this, and then get a 9 out of it. Like I feel like you could bend that back.
You got all the time in the world to do that.
Maybe if I just kind of purposely crease this. Anyway, Max, very good condition. Little bit of a crease in a box here and there, but a real good one. There was a handful of copies. Again, I feel like I bought out so much of eBay's stock during the last 2 months. I probably have raised the price of the average game by like $40.
Only to hurt yourself.
Well, yes and no. Like I bought them all, but that's also good because that means everything we have is worth more. But like I actually check like WADA graded games on eBay right now, and like the cheapest sealed WADA game, I think might be over $300 because I bought out everything that was under that was sealed. There's some CIB ones, but I don't really care about CIB. So Max, good quality game. You need to get one for the collection. There was not a ton of these things out there, so I got it. I'm pleased with the price I paid. I'm pleased with the quality of the game. Oh, here it is. So this, collectively, this was the most expensive thing that we paid for so far. Okay, not an individual game because there's 3 games here, but I think we've had, if you don't count that Sonic prototype, I think we have 2 prototypes so far. We have Tecmo Super Bowl and Tecmo Baseball. So we're adding 3. Again, I said, if we got to what now seems to be 700 some games, I would hope we'd have 30 to 35 prototypes along the way.
Goodness, there's a lot of games in there.
Oh, I think I know what that is too. Okay, so we'd have 30 to 35 prototypes along the way. First one. Maybe that bad boy? Deja Vu. Prototype cart. I bought this from a very legitimate seller. Like there's no doubt that this is an authentic prototype. 28th of May, 1990. Good, written in. How about that one? Can you read that one? Xenophobe. CES version 1988, June 2nd. Sunsoft Corporation of America. Okay, second prototype. Again, I had to make a deal with this guy, and I got about half because I bought 3 of them at the same time. It's that Tecmo Baseball came from the same guy too.
Yeah.
Those are the only 4 that came from this guy, but he is. I messaged the guy and I said, like, are you sure these are real prototypes? And he said, like Google me. So he's a very legit. He's like, Google me at blah or whatever his username was or something. And I did actually, and I'm like, okay, this guy. So he like had connections with a bunch of these video game magazine editors or something. I think he bought them all off of them. Very legit. So third prototype. Shadowgate. We have a sealed. Well, I'm going to give it away. We got a sealed copy of this game. It was part of our Heritage Auction purchase. A WADA graded version of Shadowgate. So we now have 5 prototypes. Maybe we got to up that number of 30. We've already got 5, and we're in. Second month of this thing. Maybe we'll be maybe 100. Can you imagine if we got 100 prototypes? I did buy a game today, actually. That was it wasn't a prototype, but I paid $400 for a cartridge of a game. We'll save that one for when it comes in. But it was a good one. Okay, how many boxes we got left here?
Well, that one's got a ton in it.
This one, and that one? Okay, what's power through? Power through. Boom!
We're gonna run out of time.
What do you got?
B52.
B52. B52. You played this one today? What do you think? Good game?
It's actually pretty fun. I
I guess one you said the kids would play, right?
Yeah, that was the one that I thought the kids would enjoy.
So, not a
fun game.
Not a great condition game.
Condition
I messaged the guy. I didn't pay very much. I won it on auction, under $100. And I messaged the guy after I bought it though, and I'm like, "Are you sure this is like a really sealed game?" Because he actually was selling some games that said resealed. So I was a little worried about this being an authentic sealed game. It's one of those Codemasters, again, K-America or Comerica, however you say it. Kind of hard.
Kmart.
It's kind of hard to tell whether they're authentic. Like, I don't think people would reseal this game though. But again, I'm looking for anything underneath the seal. It doesn't look like anything under the seal is damaged. I bet it's authentic. He thought it was authentic. So I paid him. For it, and I did actually buy another one of that game. I bought another one that was in much better condition. That was kind of I quickly bought on eBay. I think actually today. And I bought that one a couple weeks ago. Okay, here was that. I told you we bought 2 of this game. Oh wait, no, this is not it. Never mind. Oh, I thought we bought 2 Nobunaga's Ambition. It was Romance. Oh, that's awesome. That's great news. That made my day. I thought I bought 2 of the same Nobunaga's Ambition.
Bestseller in Japan.
But I bought Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I think both of them have a 2. I think there's Nobunaga's Ambition 2 and Romance of the Three Kingdoms 2. And I thought I bought, they're both kind of like Asian type games. It's got the samurais, it's got a dragon, bestseller in Japan. They both say bestseller in Japan, look at that. So that's why I thought, yeah. So, but that's excellent news. So we have another WADA grade. What's our score on this bad boy? What's our seal rating?
8.0 and a C+.
Oh, C+ kind of bad. Oh, see? Oh, okay, this is great. Look, see, it has a big rip in there?
Yep. But it's
so that other one that we
had.
had.
Yeah.
That other one that we got.
That's a much smaller one.
Yeah, there's a smaller rip because the rest of the seal looks good. A little loose or whatever, maybe in this corner.
Dent.
That's a dent in the box. That's more. I think that's more the 8.0. I think the 8.0 is kind of the box and overall. But that's cool because that tells me that you can grade. I didn't know if they would. I don't know what they'd give you for a big tear in the seal. Just give you a C+. I'll take a C+ as long as the overall rating. And I'm thinking that other one actually was probably better condition than this. We might have an 8.5. might get ourselves an 8.5 on that one. Okay, we gotta fly. We gotta fly through this, huh? Get to bed. Ooh, I remember this one.
Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Bayou Billy. Bayou Billy. Like the bayou? Like
Yes.
down in Georgia?
I think there's New Orleans.
New Orleans? Okay, here it is. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's right. Okay, so this, and let's go with both of them. Because this was actually, it was weird because the guy sold them together.
Because what?
Yeah, like they were together. Like, why would you sell 2 games together? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Because somebody would have to want both games, or they would pay a discount for the fact that you had to buy both games.
Yeah.
So I bought it for a discount, of course.
Okay, well, it's a little.
What's this bad boy called?
A Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer. So 2 in 1.
Which one did you actually want?
I mean, I needed them both. We didn't have either of these games. And they're both, actually, I can't remember which one. I think it was this one that the guy says a little seal. The seal's torn here. Again, it's not a 9, but it's probably an 8. It's probably an 8.0 as far as these other 8.0s go. Because the corners aren't bad. A little beat, a little dented. It could be a 7. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 7.5. But what he said, and he kind of said, like, I haven't seen a Rocketeer come across eBay for like 6 months. Bayou Billy is one that sells for a decent amount of money, but there are a lot of them on eBay. You could buy, I could buy.
Wait, you get a good deal.
I could buy 6 of them today, and this one's not bad either. It's not bad. I did a lot of haggling. Yeah, I mean, again, we're not talking 9.4s on this thing. Another 8 or 8. So maybe they're both 7.5s. Maybe they're both 8.0s. Maybe I'll bribe WADA guys and be like, I'll give you a little extra couple bucks, they give me a higher score. I mean, they're in to make money, right? I've got a message them and say, what if I send 100 games to you at a time? Will you give me a deal if I do 100 games? Sent to you all at once. Ooh, you played this one today?
Gauntlet 2.
Gauntlet 2.
Yeah.
I watched you.
I just had to murder everything in sight.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and I had to teach you a little bit to murder the nest. You have to kill the nest.
I'm like,
otherwise they'll keep coming out.
Well, clearly I didn't figure it out because they eventually got me.
Do you remember KB Toys?
Oh, you asked me that last time.
No, I remember. I said if you remember, what was that?
Didn't have KB Toys, but
it wasn't KB. Oh, what was the name of it? It was Woolsworth. I asked you for a Woolsworth. KB. I'm surprised you don't remember KB Toys. Well, apparently KB Toys couldn't sell this game because it was $49.99. They discounted to $19.99 to get rid of the game.
Yep.
But my friend Chris, lived 2 houses down from me, had Gauntlet 1, which is a very expensive game today. I've lost at least 3 Gauntlet 1 auctions, and I've haggled with a guy to pay a premium price on a Gauntlet 1 that's a 6.0 and like a C+ seal. Like not a very highly rated, and I thought I was paying too much, and he had no interest in my offer either. But this one, we got a rip in the back here. Otherwise good. Rip in the seal. So the seal's not going to be great.
It's like flawless.
But the box is great. Yeah, the box is really good. I bought this. No, I mean most of these. I love like making an offer to somebody, haggling the price down. Whether the price is good or not, I love haggling the price down. We'll make this the last box for today.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I just paid straight up full price to this guy. And now one of the things I look at too is the number of watchers. Like they'll tell you, eBay will tell you how many watchers there are. And I'm like, look, if an auction is 20 watchers, there's a lot of people that are like, that price is pretty good. Yeah. Like maybe they wanted to pay like $225, he's offering $260 or something, but someone's gonna snatch it up. And I was kind of surprised it didn't get snatched up for the condition it was in. So I decided to snatch it up. And actually, I was haggling with that person that had a big mess up with the payment or whatever, and they had Gauntlet 2 in a 9.2 or something condition. It was a good condition, but they wanted $700 for it. So even after WADA grading this, I'll pay less than half of what they wanted, and I was haggling for them, and the least they would go was like $625. I'm like, well, I'll get this thing graded and be out less than $300 or $350 even after grading. Maybe I get an 8.5 out of it, maybe I get a 9. But I'll save hundreds of dollars over that last 0.2, which I think is worth it. I'll pay more for the 0.2 or for whatever, but not that much more. Okay, so we'll fly through these ones. So this is the one, the other day, remember I said the other day, there's the guy that gave us blackjack. And I was like, oh, there's a whole bunch of games from this guy. Remember? And I was like, where are all these games? Like, oh, I bought it 2 different weeks. The first week I bought 5 or 6 games from the guy. The next week I only won 1 of them, even though he had like 5 or 6 available. But I cleaned it out the first week. So these are all these kind of unlicensed game, K-America, The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. That's a good condition, pretty good condition game. Not mint, but pretty good. Actually, this is really interesting because this, oh no, that sticker's not, because it's in a plastic little sealed baggie here. I thought the sticker was on the outside of the plastic, which would be really weird, but it is underneath. It's on the true plastic of the game.
The original.
Yeah. So, Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. When we were in Wisconsin, this is one of the first games I bid on and lost it. We were in Wisconsin visiting, you know?
Oh, yep.
We were in a hotel, I bid on a game. Very beginning of of this extravaganza. And I lost this game. I think it was the very first auction I bid on. I lost it by a bid, like I always do, like 1 bid. But I got this one instead. So I've fixed my mistake. Puzzle. It's just like one of those.
Actually, kind of fun for kids.
Yeah, one of those like you shift the things. It looks like there might be some kind of.
It makes the puzzle.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else the other part is, but puzzle, another one, not bad shape, not perfect, not a 9.8er, but it has that. Again, I love it when they have these stickers on it. Like this one, like there's no doubt that this is an authentic sealed game when they have the sticker on the outside of the case. That one's got this dear customer, blah blah blah. This one has the occasionally you may experience difficulties, K-America games, on the box there. You know, those are, I love having those because it's always the risk on those ones that don't have any kind of authentic seal thing of if they're good or not. Okay. All right.
MiG-29.
MiG-29. MiG-29 Soviet fighter. Another not bad condition. Actually, that's interesting. Look at that. 7250. I don't know what HSC outlet is, but at some point they wanted 7250 for this game. I thought the whole deal of the licensed game was, unlicensed game was to be a little cheaper, but unless that was some, maybe they're pricing it based on a new game, but why would you put a sticker on the, you know, like if they knew this was a sealed game, why would you put a sticker on the authentic seal? Because you just damaged it? And if you didn't, why the heck are you charging $72.50 for a Nintendo game? So it's like a lose-lose. Like I'm not sure which one of those it is. But yeah, and again, not a bad condition. The guy had all his games were in pretty good.
Day. Okay.
Yeah, all the games are in pretty good shape. There's one in here that I'd like us to open last. This one. Open that one last, and then we'll go. They're wrapping up the episode.
Oh, if they don't get cut off here.
Okay, what do we got?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we got like 3 minutes. We got
Tiles of Fate.
Tiles of Fate. Okay, this was probably the most expensive one in the group here because again it was one of those I hadn't seen any on eBay ending. So Tiles of Fate, another good condition game. I'd be stunned if this isn't at least an 8.5 or 9. Little bend in the box, but these corners look great. Seal looks great. I'm pleased with that purchase. These are actually better condition than I thought they were going to be in.
So it's kind of bad. Crazy Creatures.
Crazy Creatures, another one. Not a lot of them. All of these were very affordable. Again, if you don't have that horizontal seam on the back, people just don't pay as much. So these American video entertainment games, that's what all of these are. They're just not as expensive as some of the other games are. Again, there's no horizontal seam, there's no vertical overlap, there's really nothing that authenticates this as being a truly sealed game. But
there it is.
But it's not a common game. Any of these are really not common. And then here's the last one. This is the least expensive game that we have bought so far. Okay? Quattro Sports. Again, also way better than I thought it was. I thought these corners were a lot more beat. I think it's at least an 8.0.
Yeah.
But Quattro Sports, I think I paid like $37 for this game. I mean, just dirt cheap. The cheapest one, I tried to negotiate with another guy that I thought was in better condition, but now that I see it, I don't think it is. And he wouldn't take, like he was like $85 plus $20 shipping because he was coming from Canada. Like that was the least he was taking. So very pleased. That was a good box for non-horizontal seam games. 6 of them in there. That was a good box. So we're finishing off at, let's see, 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Oh, we didn't get to 50, dang it. All right, well, that's why we're here for the next episode. 49 games, and maybe next week, huh? We got close. We got close. We don't have that many boxes here left, so we're going to finally start. I told Rose we're going to start slowing this thing down. We're not going to do as many, so. Okay, ready to get to bed?
Yeah.
All right, I love you. I love you. Until next time, until tomorrow night.